Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Well, he's been doing SaaS, software as a service, since before it was a thing. And he's now launching a new company after raising more than $14 million in funding. Former Salesforce and ExactTarget executive Scott McCorkle is the co-founder and CEO of MetaCX, which aims to transform how businesses manage their customers and how customers manage their vendors. McCorkle has been the company, or says the company, has been operating in stealth mode since January and plans to launch the product early next year. And for more on MetaCX and that big round of funding led by an early stage VC firm in California, let's turn now to Scott McCorkle. Scott, as always, welcome to the program.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Great to be here.
And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You've been doing software as a service for a long time. And you say that this software, this is the software you've always wanted.
It really is. Since 1999, hard to believe. We didn't call it SaaS then. And I have always wanted to know, are my customers who are in my product, the beautiful thing about SaaS is here's our product sitting on the internet, customers access it directly, there's no shipping CDs or containers, and my customers are in my product on the internet. Are they achieving the milestones they should achieve to be successful? We don't know. How do I keep track of all the outcomes my customers expect from my software? And are they achieving those outcomes? And how do I collaborate to help? And I want that collaboration to be in my product because that's where all the value is happening. That's what I've always wanted, and that's what we're building.
This is MetaCX, the 11th startup to spin out of High Alpha, the venture studio that is so successful, doing so many great things here in Indianapolis. Talk about the business model for MetaCX, what it's all about.
Yeah, we have thought really from the beginning of our idea that it's a two-sided coin. SaaS. It's not just making the supplier of the product effective, but how does the buyer, the customer of the SaaS product, how do they achieve the outcomes they expect? And I think we're in a transitionary period where all the buyers, the enterprises, the businesses in the world who buy SaaS products, they're looking for that next increase in value. So we want to bring both parties together in one collaborative space to share in the outcome definition and attainment.
A lot of people think this is a great idea. You raised $14 million in funding, led by Upfront Ventures, an early stage VC firm in Los Angeles. Significant, I think that folks outside of Indiana are looking at this idea and say this is some cool innovation.
Well, you know, what's important for our ecosystem, which has really seen tremendous momentum and growth, is that we are part of a broader set of innovation centers. We want our innovation center to be successful and have great companies, but it exists alongside all the other innovation centers in our country and world. So we need capital local, we need capital national. And for MetaCX to attract LA-based capital at this phase of our execution is significant. And I think it speaks to not just the value we're creating, but eyes are on Indy.
Yeah, and you talk about eyes on Indy, whether it's High Alpha or some of the other success stories that have happened and continue to happen. Now your new company, that momentum tends to attract and success stories tend to attract that attention.
It sure does. I mean, things add on top of each other. There's placeholders where people remember, yeah, there's been a couple company launches here, aren't there? And there are moments of success like an ExactTarget that then creates a High Alpha, and you just have teams with experience and expectations of then accomplishing even more in the future, and that adds up, plus all these networks of connectivity. ExactTarget was operating on a global stage, and those relationships just don't go away. They're still there, and then can help feed this next generation of companies.
As you look at the potential for MetaCX, and you're going to launch right after the first of the year, what's the potential that you see for the company?
Oh, it's huge. We are humble Midwesterners, so first things first, we are still bringing our product to market. We have those first few customers coming on board, and we'll have more come online here in the first of the year. But we really think we have an idea that speaks to the foundation of what it means for a supplier of a digital product and a buyer of a digital product to be successful. And we live in a world that's been transformed digitally, and we think that this is something that would benefit many, many companies.
Could in fact be that next big success story in the Indiana technology story that continues to develop. Scott McCorkle, co-founder and CEO of MetaCX, thanks for joining us. We'll follow the story.
Gary, thank you.
All right.